The industry welcomed IBC2022 back to reconnect in person here in Amsterdam. Visitors and exhibitors alike happy to be meeting here at the RAI Conference Centre. They even came by bike all the way from London.
It's just fantastic to be here. We've had a few false starts over the last couple of years, so to be here, to see everybody around us, the buzz of activity, it's fantastic.
In the conference, Peter White, CEO of IABM, presented the 2022 State of the Industry report alongside a panel of leading company bosses.
Overall, we're seeing a real increase in investment, particularly obviously in the streaming technologies and direct-to-consumer and digital technologies, and a kind of sweating of the assets of the linear side of traditional broadcast landscape. But at the same time, there does seem to be a bit of a disconnect between what the media companies want and what the media tech companies maybe got on their product roadmap. There's a bit of a gap. There's got to be much more collaboration between the two parties.
If you're not investing in R&D, or our customers are not willing to pay for what it takes to invest in R&D and adopt new technology platforms, you're not giving your end users the proper tools.
The industry's gone through so much change and growth that it just makes sense that there would be a period where business models shake out and everything from pricing to technology adoption has some adjustment.
Elsewhere in the conference, Dave Duvall from Warner Brothers Discovery revealed how the company has started to transform itself since the merger of the two companies earlier this year.
Both companies bring a real hunger to innovate, especially with a creative focus. How do we best serve content creators, and how do we make this a great company that the best creatives in the world want to work with?
And IBC's prestigious Technical Papers programme kicked off in room E102.
What's very exciting, if you like, about the last 3 years is that there's been a large cultural change, of course. The world feels like a much smaller place. We've had COVID whistling around the world in no time. We've had problems with supply chains, problems with climate change, of course, which all make the world very small. But those things have very much influenced the way the media technology companies are thinking about the future.
Out on the show floor, the halls of the RAI were packed with visitors on the first day. The outside exhibits included some impressive OB trucks. Inside, Ross Video in Hall 11 announced it bought sports camera specialist SpiderCam.
They're going to make a great addition to both our services business as well as our technology side, because we're very strong on robotic camera systems, and this complements that.
Grass Valley in Hall 9 said it's helping its customers to innovate in order to transform their business.
The big thing for us is that how you can take everything you've got today in a TV station and you can start to use the cloud on top of it. You can build workflows that are either on-prem or in the cloud or a bit of both.
And it's not just the big guys. Robotica in Hall 9 unveiled its AI sign language software.
There's a global shortage of sign language interpreters. So in the UK, for example, there are 151,000 people who use British Sign Language as their first, their only, or their preferred language, but only 908 registered interpreters. But technology such as Robotica's allows us to fill the gap for the remaining content that otherwise would never get signed.
In the IBC Accelerators Zone, 8 of the acclaimed innovation programmes demonstrated their work. For more on all the news from the show and information on what to see and do, find us at ibc.org or on the IBC app.